There's a lot of good stuff here on this muscle up, mainly the hollow jump in. Really good job starting to stand up on the ground to create an arch. Pretty good arch shape with the chin up. Could have tighter legs, but it misses for a couple of main reasons. Number one, starting to look at the bar early like most muscle ups do, which makes the athlete pull too early while they're still pretty far below the bar, so that kind of sends them up into the bar a little bit. You can see right as she passes below the bar, she's already starting to look up towards the bar a little bit, and that starts to make her pull down through the bar just a little bit, more so than she needs to. Then the second main reason, besides a little bit more body tightness that would make her feel a lot lighter, is as she starts to come up high enough on the bar to make it, she flips her elbows up, and instead of leaving pressure down on the bar, now her elbows have flared out to the side, so she can't keep pressure on the bar anymore, and then fails that dip out by crashing into the bar, where if you look about right here, if she had kept continuous pressure down on the bar, she probably would have been able to finish this out, but we'll need to work on tucking those elbows in a little bit. So this is where ideally what we're looking for in this muscle up is a good hollow jump in, stand up to the arch, and then a really tight body position on the way up, where we're trying to get oriented vertically as fast as we can. And you'll see very similar to what we saw on the athlete jump in earlier, nice and hollow, starting to stand up on a spot right below the bar to load the arch swing. Chin is up, maintaining body tension throughout. The big difference here is waiting until we see the shoulders transfer back behind the bar more, so they come back and around versus straight up into the bar. And then as those shoulders come back and around, this is where we start to apply pressure down on the bar, keeping the elbows tucked into the body so we can maintain continuous pressure down through the bar and not lose any of that tension on the way up. So instead of trying to flip the elbows higher than the bar, we're trying to pull the bar down below the elbows, maintaining that constant pressure, which allows that nice vertical arrival on top. Almost no sit-up, almost no horizontal orientation once that pressure starts getting applied down to the bar. You see how quickly the body flips to vertical and then just rises through the top. Here you can see the comparison between the two. Timing is similar. The big difference here is here you're already into the bar while trying to get the elbows up, versus here waiting and being very patient on that pull and not starting to pull down until the shoulders have transferred back and behind the bar while leaving the elbows in. So if we peek at the bar early, pull early, and flip the elbows without leaving tension on the bar, we get stuck. If we keep the head in, wait longer, then pull straight down through the bar with a tight body, we continue to travel up and around the bar instead of into the bar and getting stuck. We'll start by addressing the jump to the bar, so just pick a lower bar than you'd normally use. Work on jumping into a hollow and just pushing away from the bar. Once you can jump and push away with your ears covered by your arms, we'll start jumping into the same shape and just tapping the feet on the floor directly below the bar. So we'll go hollow, same hollow push away, same hollow, and then stand up to the ground. So that'll stop the body into that arch swing. Next, we'll start taking that same drill to a higher bar where you can't touch the ground. Still have the same jump to the hollow position, and then we'll add the stand up, but let that swing through into the arch and then just stop from there. So it's jump into the same hollow we had on the low bar, stand up on the spot on the ground, chin stays up, and just drift back in the arch. For the middle part of the muscle up, we're going to pull 2 boxes in and make a trench, and then start working on setting up a hollow position, elbows pointed down towards the floor, drop straight down to the same spot we did, and then back up to the box in the same starting position. We have the hollow body position, elbows pointed down towards the floor, and then as we drop, we're trying to stand up in the same position or the same spot that we did, jumping from the floor. Start position, finish position should look identical as much as possible, and then we can start going from there and adding the top position in as we drop in. So it'll be the same drop in, finish in the starting position that we have here, and then from there hop, still keeping the elbows down and pressing the bar into the hips, trying to get upright as much as possible. We also want to work on just isolating the top positions or the top part of the muscle up, so you can start same drill, but now just squatting down, starting an extra hollow position, ears covered, and from the squat position trying to keep the ears covered as long as possible. Shoulders are transferring back as far behind the bar as we can get them, trying to keep the arms relatively straight and at least point the elbows down towards the floor as much as possible, and then start adding the jump from the squat up to the top, all the way up, and finishing that nice tall pressing hollow position. So back, shoulders, then still sending the shoulders back, and then back and up through the top of the bar.